If you're retired and living on your own, there's a number that keeps getting held up next to your bank statement. It was never built for you. This is for you if you get one Social Security check instead of two. It is for you if a magazine, a video, or a neighbor has ever told you where you rank against the average retiree. Here is Marvin. He is 67 and lives alone, holding a printed page that made him feel behind all year. The number on it is $4,723 a month. His is $2,776. He was measured against the wrong number. Use the one that matches your household. That page came out of a magazine article a neighbor passed him. It said the typical American household, headed by someone 65 or older, brings in $4,723 a month. Marvin read it, looked at his own bank statement, and decided he had failed at something. He had not failed at anything. That figure describes households. Marvin is one person. The article never told him which one of those he was, and it never occurred to him to ask. So here is what I am going to show you today. First, where that 4,700 number actually comes from, and why it turns up in every video and every article on this subject. Second, the number that belongs to a person living on their own, and how close the average Social Security check gets you to it. Third, the part almost nobody says out loud, which is that a smaller benchmark is not an easier one. And fourth, the deadline that turns nearly every couple watching this into a single household eventually, ready or not. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which number is yours and how close your Social Security check gets you to it. You will also know the one deadline that changes this math for every couple watching. Get the right number and you can plan against it. Get the wrong one and you can spend a year feeling behind for no reason at all. Let me start with where 4,723 actually comes from, because the source matters more than people expect. The Census Bureau runs a survey every March. It asks households what they brought in over the year before. Look at households where the head is 65 or older. For 2024, the middle figure was $56,680 a year. Divide that by 12. You land on $4,723 a month before tax. That is a median, not an average. One line on why that matters, and then I will move on, because you do not need a lecture. A median is the household sitting in the exact middle. Half are above, half are below. An average gets dragged upward by a small number of very wealthy households, and it ends up describing almost nobody. The median is the honest one. That is the whole explanation. Now, two things get left out every time somebody quotes it. The first is that it counts households, not people. A household in that table can be one person or it can be two. The figure makes no distinction between them at all. It is one line of data covering two completely different situations. The second is that it covers everyone 65 and older, not only people who have stopped working. Some of those households still have somebody bringing in a part-time wage. Some have rent coming in from a property. It is a snapshot of an age group, not a snapshot of retirement. The second one is worth knowing. The first one is the entire video. So let me give you the number that actually belongs to Marvin. The same census survey publishes a second figure that almost nobody quotes. Median income for individual people aged 65 and over. For 2024, that came in at $33,310 a year. $2,776 a month. $2,776, not $4,723. Those two figures sit about $1,950 a month apart. That is not a gap in anybody's performance. It is a gap in who is being counted. Let me be straight about what that second figure is and is not. This is where these videos get sloppy. It is median income for persons 65 and older. It is not a figure for single people specifically. It is not a figure for retirees specifically either. It includes individuals who live inside couple households, so it is the right ballpark for a one-person household. It is not an exact match, and anybody who tells you it is has not opened the table. Now put the average Social Security check next to it. As of January this year, the estimated average monthly retirement benefit for a retired worker is $2,071. $2,071 against $2,776. Sit with that for a second. That average check alone is about 75% of the whole median income of a person 65 or older. Marvin lands a little over that average check. He has a small pension on top of it. Put them together and he comes in just above the individual median. Marvin is not behind. He is slightly ahead of the middle. And this is where nearly every other video on this topic stops. It is also the exact point where the real problem starts. Here is the part that took me a long time to see. Marvin cleared the single-person benchmark. So he is fine, right? Think about what actually changes when a household goes from 2 people down to 1. The income roughly halves. The question is whether the cost of living halves along with it. It does not. One person in a house still pays the whole property tax bill, the whole insurance premium, the whole heating bill in January, and the whole roof when the roof goes. A car costs what a car costs. Economists have measured this properly, and they have a name for it. It is called an equivalence scale. The one the OECD uses is called the square root scale. It says 2 people need the square root of 2 times one person's income to live the same way. That number is 1.414. Turn it around and you get the figure that matters here. A single person needs about 70.7% of a couple's income to live the way that couple lives. So take the couple benchmark, $4,723 a month. Take 70.7% of it. You get $3,340. That is what a single retiree would need in order to be living the way the couple sitting at the median lives. The median single retiree has $2,776. That is $564 a month short of parity. Every month. Call it $6,800 a year that the comparison quietly hides. Read that one more time because it is the whole reason I made this video. Clearing the single-person benchmark does not put you level with the couple benchmark. The single benchmark is set below parity. You can be exactly average for somebody in your situation and still be living measurably tighter than the average household you keep being compared against. Marvin did not fail at anything. The comparison failed him. Now the honest part, because the number on its own still will not tell you enough. Marvin and another man can both be sitting on $2,776 a month and living completely different lives. What separates them is not the income at all. It is what has already been committed before the money arrives. Start with housing because it has the widest range of anything on this list. A retiree who owns outright pays property tax and insurance across a lot of the country that runs a few hundred a month. A retiree renting in an expensive metro area can be paying $2,000 before a single other bill gets touched. Then Medicare. The standard Part B premium comes out of the Social Security payment before it ever reaches the bank. So the amount that lands is already smaller than the benefit you were quoted. Add a supplement or a drug plan and it shrinks again. And here is the piece that is specific to living alone. 2 people on Medicare pay 2 premiums, but they are also carrying one household between them. One person carries that whole household alone. Then tax. Pension income and withdrawals from a traditional account are taxed as ordinary income. Depending on your total, a portion of your Social Security can become taxable as well. I have walked through those thresholds in another video, and I am not going to repeat them here. Then debt. A car payment or a credit card balance carried across the line into retirement pre-commits a slice of every check before it arrives. Subtract housing, Medicare, tax, and debt from $2,776. Whatever is left standing is the number that actually decides how the month feels. If you are watching this as one half of a couple, you have probably decided by now that this one is not about you. I want to change your mind about that. Nearly every couple household becomes a single household eventually. That is not a grim thought. It is a planning fact, and the rules around it are specific. When one spouse dies, the survivor does not keep both checks. Social Security's own wording is about as plain as that agency ever manages. If you are eligible for a survivor benefit and another benefit, you choose the payment that is best for you. The payments will not be added together. Survivor full retirement age sits between 66 and 67. At that point, a survivor can receive up to 100% of what the person who died was getting. So the household keeps the larger of the two checks. It loses the smaller one outright. Now look at what happens to the costs on that same day. The property tax does not change. The insurance does not change. The heating bill barely moves. It is the same house, with the same roof, and one person in it. That is the exact transition this whole video has been describing, and for most couples it arrives with no warning and no preparation. The household falls from the couple benchmark toward the single one, and not one of the fixed costs follows it down. So the couples watching are not exempt from Marvin's arithmetic. They are early for it. Being early is the only real advantage anybody gets here. So here is what to do with all of that. 4 steps, in order. 1. Decide which household you actually are, 1 person or 2. Then use the matching number and only the matching number. On your own, your benchmark is $2,776 a month, not $4,723. Write it down somewhere, you will see it again. A great deal of the feeling of being behind in retirement turns out to be a comparison error rather than a money problem. 2. Work out your real floor instead of your gross. Take your monthly income, subtract housing, subtract your Medicare premiums, subtract what you genuinely pay in tax, and subtract any debt payment. What is left is the only figure that tells you anything useful. 2 people with identical gross income can sit $1,000 apart on that line. 3. If you are part of a couple, run the survivor number now, while both of you are still here to look at it together. Take the smaller of your 2 Social Security checks and delete it. Then look at your fixed costs against what is left. If that answer is uncomfortable, you have found the most useful thing here, and you have found it years early. That is while claiming strategy, life insurance, and housing decisions are all still open to you. 4. Check the equivalence maths against your own life once. 70.7% is an average drawn across a whole economy. Your own numbers will move around it, but the direction never changes. Costs do not halve when a household does. If this was useful to you, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Somewhere out there is a widow who spent this year holding her bank statement against a number that was never hers. She has quietly decided she did something wrong. She did not do anything wrong. She was handed a household figure and told it was a personal one. This channel exists so that the arithmetic reaches her before the shame does. Here is the one thing to do today. Take your monthly income and write the number for your household next to it. 2,776 if you are on your own. 4,723 if there are 2 of you. Then look at those 2 figures side by side, once, honestly. I am not a financial advisor. Run your own numbers, or sit down with a fee-only advisor before you change anything about how you draw your income. Marvin is doing fine. He was doing fine the entire time. He just needed somebody to hand him the right page.